So it's been a while since we last played Nekopara. So let us get our handy dandy salaman because we will be doing a lot of reading. I'll try to read everything. I will not voice act because that will confuse me because there's a lot of females in this game. Okay, so let's start the game. I'll be reading throughout kasi I will...
では失礼します。
So I'll be reading throughout the game, but I won't be doing any voiceovers unless I feel like it. This should be the most of the boxes then. I wiped the sweat off my forehead with my arm. Speaking of, I am sweating because I made some TikToks earlier. As the moving truck disappeared from view, although it was early April and only the beginning of spring, today's weather was quite nice. It was even a bit hot. Well, it's a good day for a new start. I turned my head to look at the empty bakery, which didn't have any signage yet. The brand new exterior wall had a western look with a predominantly white and brown motif. There was also a large window which let lots of sunlight in. And finally, there were the words that displayed the name of the bakery. La Soleil. It's instead of the proper French le, it was la, meaning the sun. This was a nod towards the name of the shop of someone I admired. Now that I'm on my own, I'll have to do my best. I softly murmured to myself. From here on out, no one would tell me what to do. I was going to start completely anew despite the stature of my family's name and everything that had happened up until now. I alone would decide my path and take responsibility for what I do. In exchange for that freedom, I can't blame anyone else for what happens. Still, although I was a bit worried, the thought of what lay ahead made me break into a smile. Yosh! Alright. In any case, I'd better get all these things cleaned up. I took a deep breath and got my spirits back up. I stepped into the new smelling bakery. Smell that. Oh, that's cute. What's with this big box? Oh, you know, my god. In front of me was a large box I didn't recognize. In fact, there were two of them. Fragile, delicate, absolutely this side up. If thrown, your company will be in trouble. The warnings for going overboard, they were getting annoying. Even if these are baking supplies, I don't remember buying anything quite like this. First off, there were boxes that looked like they came from my house. If these were for the bakery, there's no way I wouldn't remember buying them. There were no tags from the moving company either. All there were those warning labels. Well, I'll know for sure once I open that. Oh, it moved. One more. Huh? Oh, it's just a cat, huh? Just a troublesome cat. Jeez. Oh my god. Like that would fool me. What are you doing, Chocola? Yes, Chocola. Labas na. We just saw each other at home yesterday, you know.
それはそうなんですけど。それよりちょっと聞いてください。引っ越し業者の人たちひどいんですよ。ショコラのこと運ぶときにですね。この段ボール重いから気をつけろよとか言って、思わずふしゃーって泣きそうになっちゃいました。ふしゃーって。一生懸命に我慢しましたけど、ショコラはプンプンですよ。プンプン。
Boom, boom. Well, compared to the rest of my things, you are heavy. She ignored what I said. Chocolate puffed out her cheeks. You could say that she was always happy-go-lucky, or rather she preoccupied herself with only what was in front of her. Well, I guess that was how you describe Chocolate. While I was getting ready to move, I did wonder why I didn't see you.
うーん
Hey. Ta-ding!
お久しぶり、ご主人。引っ越し業者のトラックの中が埃っぽくて、
Why is Vanilla here
ショコ
too?
ラがいるところ。それは私がいるところだから。それに、猫は狭いところは嫌いじゃない。あ
Oh.
と私も、こっちの段ボールも重いから気をつけろよーとか言われた。だから私もおこ。トンスか。
Again, huh? In any case, Chocolate, Vanilla, get out of there. I was at my wit's end with the large boxes that had suddenly shown up. No, I'm not losing them, they're cute. Anyhow, Chocolate and Vanilla got out of their boxes. Oh my god. Why is no one picking up the phone? Just what is Shigure doing? I hung up after trying to call my little sister. There was no way that Chocolate and Vanilla could have gotten mixed with the rest of the boxes in the first place. On the outside, catgirls look almost like humans. They can understand words and they can just talk like us. But more than humans, catgirls were closer to normal cats. After all, catgirls had ears and tails just like cats do. They were genetically modified humanoid cats that were commonly referred to as catgirls. These days, catgirls fit into society as pets in families or partners to humans. My little sister really loves to dote on catgirls. So our family has 6, including Chocolate and Vanilla. In any case, they couldn't have mailed themselves all on their own. Mailing living things through the post would be impossible for one thing. There's no way my parents would have helped with this either. Thus, I can only guess that this was somehow Shigure's doing. See, so Shigure was an accomplice then. Ahem.
にゃー、すごく綺麗なお家ですにゃー。新しいお布団とか家具の匂いとか好きですにゃー。思ってたより広い。ご主人の解消バッチリ。バニラ、あっちの部屋行ってみよう。探検。位置的におそらく寝室。きっとご主人の新しいベッドがあるはず。にゃー、それは聞き逃せないね。もふもふしに行こう。もふもふ。もふもふ了解。私もそれはいいと思う。
Oh. Episode. Hindi ko pa nga napapanood yung anime nito
そ
eh.
うと決まれば、レッツゴー。
Don't get out of control and hurt yourself. Got these catgirls.
はーい。
Without any ill intentions, the 2 catgirls were off and running. Well, the bakery did have living quarters on the 2nd floor, so I wasn't worried about them causing a ruckus around here. Of course, they aren't young catgirls anymore, so I shouldn't have to worry about them getting out of control too much. Well, besides that, I looked up an address in my phone's address book. Minaduki residence. Well, I already left Shigure a message, so she should call me later. Without pressing the call button, I put my cell phone back in my pocket. Kaya pala. I had moved out without saying anything, so for her to call me back within the day seems a bit stupid. Well, it wasn't really an issue I needed to bring up right this moment. I should hear from Shigure soon anyhow.
ご主人様のお布団、もふもふ完了であります。 新しいお布団、すごくふかふか。合格点。
Good work, Kito. Gosh, both of you have major bedhead issues.
ご主人様のなでなで大好き。
Oh, fuwa
気持ちいいです。苦しゅうない。もっと。
I tidied up their hair with a comb. Their soft hair felt nice as always. I lightly bonked them both on the head while they had their eyes closed. Now then, why were there the two of you hiding among my moving
ご主
boxes?
人様が連れてってくれないって言うから仕方なく。ショコラが行くって言うからノリで。
You had no choice? Just tag along? Anyhow, I recomposed myself and looked at the two of them again. Listen up, okay? How many times have I told you to? This isn't a vacation or a picnic. I moved out because I have no intention of going back there. If you were at home, you wouldn't have anything to worry about. Shigure and the other cat girls are there too. It would be better if you two just...
違うんです。これはお腹が反抗期なだけなんです。だから違うんです。本当に。朝早かったせいで朝ごはん食べ損なったから仕方ない。
Aww.
それにショコラはお腹の音もかわいい。
While listening to those silly excuses, I glanced at the clock and saw that it was already past 1 o'clock. Now that I thought about it, I haven't eaten anything since this morning either. Well, why don't we have lunch first then? Let's go eat lunch.
ご主人様大好き。さすがご主人は話がわかる。
These two were as easygoing as always. It's so cute. I might cosplay Chocola soon. I had the money. Chocola cosplay, guys.
猫パラ